As you can see, I don't have anything on my face today because we're doing makeup today. In particular, I'm starting off my summer foundation series that I will be doing. And we're kicking things off with this foundation right here that I truly deem a summer foundation. That is this right here from Rare Beauty. Their new True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear foundation. I've had this foundation for a couple of months, ever since it came out. And after wearing it a few times, I said, oh yeah, this is going to be excellent for a summertime foundation. So if you want to see how it looks on me and why I like it, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These and Rare here. Yes, summer foundation video, Rare Beauty. What makes a foundation worthy of being deemed a summer foundation? That means it has to be able to hold up to the heat, and it has to have longevity, and it can't have me looking like a walking, breathing grease spot. So we can't do that. So you all, in my opinion, the Rare Beauty is that, and I'm going to do my complexion routine with this foundation so you all can really see what it's giving. There is no lipstick of the day today, just Carmex on the lips, but there is a fragrance of the day, you all, and I am rocking out with this right here from YSL. This is the Libre Vanille Couture. This was a limited edition release. It came out during the holidays for 2025. I'm glad I got my hands on this because first it was available everywhere, then all of a sudden it vanished, and it truly was limited edition. I really hope YSL brings this back out for holiday this year. I think it will absolutely do well. I would definitely pick up a backup bottle of it because this is some good juice. That again is YSL Libre Vanille Couture for the fragrance of the day. As always, everything I have on my face that I will be using will all be down in the description box below, so you don't have to worry. Everything will be linked and or tagged. No questions asked. And now let's get into this skin prep routine. I already have it on, but this is what I use. My Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is my daily moisturizer. And then for sunscreen, because yes, we wear sunscreen every single day, not just for the summertime, but especially in the summertime, I might add. I use my Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum Sunscreen. Y'all have seen this before, tried and true. Doesn't leave a white cast on brown skin, so we love that. Now let's put some primer on this skin because the makeup needs something to stick to. And I'm gonna go in with my Milk Hydrogrip primer. I love this primer in the summertime, especially if you have like oilier skin. I have combination skin, meaning I'm oily right here in my T-zone. That's what that means, and boy am I. So I like this primer for oil control reasons, extending the long wear of my foundations, and also too, I like how it sticks to my foundations and how it wears. They look smoother to me. I'm gonna take the back of my Rare Beauty sponge and just blend this out all over the face. Yes, I did not know Rare Beauty had sponges until this came out with this new foundation that we're wearing today. And I was like, oh, okay, this is cute. It's really soft too. I'm just pressing this primer into my skin. By the way, my mirror is down this way, so if you see me looking this way a lot, that is why. So yeah, we're pressing it into the skin. I do an even layer all over my face because I want my makeup to look even. Now for concealer for my hyperpigmentation spots, aka the dark spots on the skin, I go in with this concealer right here. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone because I need that warmth in here to cancel out the darkness of the hyperpigmentation. This is from Huda Beauty, and this is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer. Tried and true. I've repurchased this a few times, so that's why we're using it. This is the shade Crumble 7.1 N. N stands for neutral. And let's put a little bit under the eye. Let's put a little bit in the corners of my mouth too. And down here where I have the most little troublesome spots. And of course we do it as we deem fit. So yes, we have the spot concealer on the face. I'm going to take my Sigma concealer brush. This is the F26 Dome concealer brush. You all, I own 2 of these, and I'm probably going to end up buying a 3rd because I love this brush so much. I mean, look how fluffy that is. And I like to use this to, of course, blend out my concealers, especially when I need to do a wide area of concealer. So that's why I like this. It gives an airbrush effect, an airbrush feel. Ulta tends to put this brush on sale from time to time, so that's when I will pick one up during the next sale. Because this has been my go-to concealer brush as of late. Alright, let's take whatever's left over. and just splatter as needed on the not so intense spots. All right, so now we've concealed the problem areas, and now we can have a better perfected base to work with for our foundation. Now for the belle of the ball, we have the Rare Beauty foundation. For shade reference, I use number 32. It's considered a medium deep shade with like kind of a peachy neutral undertone somewhere in there. Per the website, but again, shade number 32. Undertones get really tricky sometimes. But you all, what I like about this foundation too is that it locks. As you can see, there's a little switch back here, which is super helpful, especially as someone that likes to travel with their full size foundations with them. I don't decant nothing. I'm just gonna throw it in the bag and keep it moving. That way it won't splatter everywhere in my travel bag. I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty foundation brush because who knew they had it, but it came out with this foundation. So I wanna rock out with it. By the way, I'm starting off with 1 pump of this foundation, y'all, because this is a pretty full coverage foundation, medium to full coverage, depending on the type of person you are. A little bit goes a very long way. And so y'all can see. Again, this is a Longwear foundation. Just the fact that it said it was a matte foundation and a Longwear foundation in 2026, I was like, oh wow, that is truly different, because is it me or is everybody and their mama coming out with serum based foundations? Everything's doing the whole my skin but better type of trend, and nobody's really giving matte anymore in Longwear these days. Rare Beauty said, no, we're going to give the girls a Longwear foundation. So they truly were different with that, and I appreciate it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, all those serum-based foundations and things, those are not going to hold up really in the summer heat. I'm just telling you, as a long-time makeup wearer and lover, yeah, you're going to need some Longwear and some mattifying effects in your foundations for the summer. I don't care who it is. That's just been my experience. Especially if you're gonna be outside. I'm gonna go in with a 1/2 of a pump to do my forehead. So all in all, it's gonna take a 1.5 pumps to cover my entire face with a good even coat of coverage. And I just really like how this foundation looks. So if you've been watching me in the month of June, which if you see the yellow flowers in the video, that means it's June. I've been wearing this foundation a lot. You've been seeing me wear it on camera and didn't know it. But yeah, I am really digging this foundation for the summertime. This stuff lasts, y'all. Okay, we got a hair on my face. All right, let me correct what I thought that was. Yep. Just blending out what's on the face, not adding any more product to my face. But yes, this is the Rare Beauty foundation, the Longwear mattifying. Y'all, look at this. Yes. Yes. And what's been my experience is hours later, it still tends to look like this. And another thing I like about this foundation, because again, it's mattifying and Longwear, I don't have to put a whole bunch of powder over it to set it. So this is one that's more so a low maintenance foundation. You throw it on and go, which, let's be real, we kind of want to do that in the summer. We don't want to have to do too much for our makeup. So that's another reason why, again, I deem this a summer foundation. To finish out my complexion routine, I'm going to also use something that's more of a long wearing type of situation. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. I wear the shade Tan Deep Sand. I'm going to use it as an under eye highlight because the consistency, now this is more of a creamy consistency, but the coverage though is pretty similar to the Rare Beauties. And I like to try to match products together with similar formulations and consistency because it just blends out better in my opinion, and it wears better on the skin. Kind of wet this some more. Fix Plus, the OG. Let's blend this out. Because I just want to go ahead and show you all the full complexion routine with this foundation, because personally, I don't just wear foundation. I truly always do a subtle highlight, a subtle contour bronze, something. Very, very rare, if ever, that I just throw on foundation. I'm just not that kind of girl. You can do that though, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not that kind of girl. So yeah. Gonna blend that on out. And we have an under eye highlight, friends. All right, let's set this highlight. I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath peach powder for under the eye because it creates a blurring effect while still looking natural. Because we're not gonna bring back the 2016 under eye highlight. That used to be blinding and just ghostly. Let me know if y'all remember that era, Els. Do you still do that? Was it a time to be alive? Should we bring it back? Let me know in the comments. But yes, now we have that powder down. And to add a little bit of warmth to the face, gonna go in with my Haus Labs bronzer. Y'all have seen this a million times. This is the medium deep shade, y'all. Taking an angled brush, angled fluffy brush, because that's what I like to bronze with. Again, everything will be down in the description box, linked and or tagged, so you know what I am using to create my summer complexion routine for y'all. Mainly with this Red Beauty foundation, because again, this stuff is built for summer. I am impressed. Again, in the world of serum-based skincare and skin tints, they gave us real foundation. And I'm gonna dust off the excess powder under the eye. And lastly, a little bit of Fix Plus. Is it really a makeup video without the fan? And you all, that is my complexion routine, my summer complexion routine, using the belle of the ball, this Rare Beauty True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear foundation. Truly worthy for a summer foundation. It's giving coverage, and most importantly, it's actually mattifying, and it does last all day with minimal touching up, and I don't have to put a whole bunch of powder over it to make it look right. So let me know what you think about this foundation. Have y'all tried it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. I personally love it, and you all, I'm very happy too, because just in case, because it is summertime and I happen to be outside a whole lot, which I probably will be by the end of the month, I do have a deeper shade. I have shade number 33. This shade isn't technically deeper, it's more so warmer, shall we say, meaning it has a little bit more redder undertones, a little bit more orangey undertones in it. This is considered medium deep cool. It's a warmer shade to me. So just in case I get more tan, I will switch over to shade number 33, because most importantly, I like the formulation of this, but we still want, you know, our face and chest to match in the summertime. That can get tricky when you sit by the pool. But let me know what you think about the foundation. Also, let me know what you think about the complexion routine that you just witnessed. And yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Bye.